Welcome back to Globe 10.0, everyone. I'm Kevin Dupont, and this is Ben Volin. We're going to talk a little bit Patriots. 4 o'clock on Monday, the franchise tag deadline. And Ben, are they going to franchise these guys?
I don't think
Edelman and Mr. Talib.
I don't think either one will get the tag. Edelman definitely won't. Talib.
What are the quick numbers on a franchise for these guys?
For a receiver, it's somewhere like 9.5, 9.8 million, somewhere in there, and for a cornerback, it's 11.8 million. So that's a lot of coin to be given to a guy for 1 year. It makes some sense with Talib. I think he has some question marks. I think you want to bring him back for sure. He's still, I think, an elite cornerback.
Such a high ticket.
That is a high number, but you're keeping him off the market. I think he's going to gain a lot more if he gets to the free agent market. We saw Brent Grimes today got $16 million guaranteed, and Talib is a more attractive free agent. So I think,
and they're a mess without him.
If you don't bring him back, what's your plan B? And I don't think it's a good plan B. Right. So I think they need to bring back Talib. You'd like to sign him to a contract extension. He's got some red flags though, with recurring hip injury and some off-field things. I wouldn't be shocked if they use the franchise tag, but I think that 11-point number is probably going to be a little too high. Then they'll spend the next week plus negotiating with him, seeing what they can come up with.
Okay, and Edelman, I
don't see them using the franchise tag.
$9 million, you're saying?
Yeah, they did that to Welker a couple years ago. I just don't see them doing that with Edelman. I think they're going to bring him back. I think they're going to do everything they can to bring him back, not only because he had the 100 catches and was really the only receiver that Brady trusted at the end of the year, but his value on special teams is phenomenal too.
Exactly.
The
best
hidden
punt return of the game.
Literally of all time. I mean, top 2 or 3 is punt return average. You look at the hidden yardage that he provides. You know Belichick loves that.
Yep.
So I think
he should.
Yeah, I think Talib and Edelman will both end up being back. Just not sure it's going to be on the franchise tag.
I find Edelman fascinating because here's a guy who was free agent last year, shopped around, really had no takers, and comes to camp with limited prospects, and then it all kind of falls to him. So it does show kind of the serendipity or capriciousness of how you can hit it rich in this league.
Absolutely, and they gave the money to Amendola. He didn't really do a whole lot last year.
Speaking of capricious.
Yeah. Edelman got a minimum salary deal with some incentives after no one really showed any interest in him, and then he's the one who had the big year that Amendola was supposed to have.
And very quickly, before we go, do they keep Amendola or are they going to cut him?
I'm like 50-50 on this right now. I think it would be a smart play if they could do this June 1 cut of Amendola. It's only $1 million plus cap hit this year, and then take that savings and sign Edelman. I would, if you're looking at the two players, I would much rather have Edelman than
Only
Amendola.
$1 million cap hit. As my mom used to say, doesn't sound so much if you say it fast.